we're docking here, you can see what the island looks like. To me, it doesn't really, I don't remember it looking like this, but it's definitely, seems like there's definitely some repair work to do, but at the same time, you know, it looks pretty good. You know, it looks like we'll be able to experience all the fun, all the magic here, really enjoy our time here on Castaway Cay. You know, it's a little cloudy compared to what we are used to, but so glad to be back. Glad to be here. Made it off. Glad to be back all together. Glad to be here. All kinds of stuff to see and do. Even if it's just a relaxing day on the beach, just kind of soaking it all in. Castaway Cay is an unbelievable place, and I'm glad that we can be back here and that we'll have the opportunity to experience it here today. So only positive, good times and vibes up ahead here. It's going to be a great day. Looking forward to all of it. And check out some of the merchandise here at Castaway Cay. Some great shirts to memorialize the experience. All kinds of other cool stuff. You got some soccer balls and Mickey dolls. Reusable bags back there. Don't forget they got the sunscreen in case you forget it. You got some sweatshirts and other shirts, water shirts there. All kinds of good stuff. Hang 8 over there. I like that one. Castaway Cay here, this sort of long sleeve one. Classic look right there for $64.99. And they've got this bag here. I like this Mickey bag for $39.99. Plenty of other cool shirts here to check out. You can see towels as well as other ornaments and that kind of thing. I'm not really sure. I think this is an ornament, but it definitely has a nice design to it. You can see Castaway Cay's got those surfboards on it. Really, really cool. And this one is for $24.99. So all kinds of cool stuff here. Lots of shirts for us to continue to check out as well. We've got a couple of towels here as well, a selection of towels to look at, as well as some ladies' clothing and some other appliances, if you will. You've got the purses and that kind of thing. All kinds of cool Castaway Cay stuff in here. A couple of Olaf. Must be the season for Olaf coming right around the corner. Nice little Olaf shirt there. All kinds of good stuff. Hats and sunglasses. Got some mugs. You can see they've got everything here. Sunscreen, if you forget it. Definitely a theme here. Sunscreen as well as the arnica gel over there in case you get burned, in case you forget either of those things. Looking at the beach over here, people getting set up to enjoy their day by this family beach area, or at least that's what I imagine this is. And it does sound like we're the second ship to be here. Something to keep in mind is Castaway has only been reopened for a little while now. We got the food probably getting set up behind us. This is probably pretty close to that food opening time. It might even be open, some of these cookies too. Continuing to walk forward. It's a bit of a cloudier day, you know, but and you can see there's definitely some foliage damage, but it's good that generally everything's okay and everybody's okay. We're gonna be able to be here and relax and just enjoy the sun and enjoy the water and just soak it all in. It's really a nice feeling to be back for sure. A couple of trees down here as well, a little bit of damage you can see to some of this foliage here. I'm also starting to smell the barbecue, so my guess is they're not able to open it right when we got off the ship, right? Obviously, they would normally start that at 11:30, but we just got here at 11:30. So my guess is it'll probably be a little while until the barbecue's ready, maybe 12 or 12:30. But I'm really, I'm ready to eat. You know, I'm definitely getting there. I can see why people maybe snacked on the boat, but I'm saving up, you know, for that cookies. Love that cookies. Only so many times to get cookies. We got to get those cookies. So glad to be here. Gonna get some cookies. Again, not huge, but you do see some damage in the foliage and some sort of out of place foliage, if you will. But again, could be worse. Glad to be here and glad everything is operating a-okay. This looks new for sure. Mike pointed out this sort of sand wall built up here. And I'm noticing the rope that sort of keeps people from entering sort of past this area. It's interesting because you'd imagine this would kind of flow through, but at the same time there's that emergency sign, which looks kind of permanent. So I'm not sure. I feel like you would normally be able to go down here, right? Where that sand wall is. There's even lifeguards down there, sort of looking around. You can see almost footprints going up those little sanded hills. So I would imagine that people are going over there. It's just more of a, like, be safe, enter at your own risk, and don't enter it in certain parts, maybe? I'm not really sure. Again, it does look to be blocked off almost everywhere we're walking up to, but I see a person out there sort of setting up a towel. But here's a block point for this one. So if you wanted to even go out there, I'm not even sure how you'd get into it, you know? You got to go around. Okay, so it's this side is closed off, but the other side is opened up. But it's kind of a weird setup, you know, so that they'd block this off. I can see the sand's displaced, but I feel like people could still walk over it. But I can see how they want people to come in the safer side without the sand hills way over there on that right. More proof of damage here, some of those fallen branches. There's a rope between these two trees. Not really sure why that rope is there between those two trees. Maybe they're holding each other up, but definitely some fallen foliage here. Some trees downed, some bushes and other plants downed, some sand moved around. And I'm not sure how much of this is in an attempt to sort of refix the area after Dorian, or how much of this was actually moved by the hurricane itself. Definitely glad we can be here and we can experience it all. Here's another blocked off area and a shop over here on our right, Bahamian retail. And you'll find there are some shops here that are less Disney shops. They're not Disney shops. Another great shop here with some great merchandise, towels and water toys here by the seashore. Sand buckets and stuff like that. Lots of Nemo theming here. And I think I saw some Olaf theming there too. But definitely some Finding Nemo going on. And it's a great time to check out the stores, just kind of walk around and enjoy those positive vibes on the island. Something unusual in my experience is a lot of large rocks up here on the beach. You can see a lot of these really large rocks. I actually keep tripping over them. Keep finding myself kicking these large rocks, which I imagine were thrown up on the beach during the hurricane. Maybe some of these shells as well. There's a conch in there. I'm wondering if that was some sort of a sea life. I think maybe this is the one I was looking at. Some sort of sea life that perhaps was swept up to shore as well. But that's crazy to see that. You know, hopefully the sea life hasn't been too badly injured by it. But you can definitely see the impact here on the beach at Serenity Bay. Taking a closer look at this conch shell here, trying to see if there's anything in there. It's definitely possible that there's still a life form in there. Just looking at that little crack on the back, it looks like it's darker in there. So my guess is there probably is somebody still in there, in which case I'm probably not gonna mess with it. I'm hoping you know, he's okay in there and everything's all right. Definitely a lot of big rocks up here. I was, you know, looking at that, and there's some really big stuff, right, Mike? Yeah. Crazy to see some of the stuff up here. We'll have to walk all the way down. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Walk around the beach and see what else we can find. I feel like the further we walk down the beach here, the less seashells and the less big rocks we're seeing. That no swimming zone is where I'm seeing a lot of those big rocks and that sort of thing. So definitely something to keep in mind there is it kind of gets more and more calm as you walk down the beach this way. But, you know, continuing to walk around. And Mike had pointed out and noticed there's no real like umbrellas or anything like that. You know, I forgot that there's generally more stuff than just these chairs. But these chairs are here, obviously, but there's no umbrellas or anything else like that out here with us. Lounge chairs, I don't even see. It's just those smaller chairs. So something to keep in mind is there's definitely a lot less stuff than you might normally see here on Castaway Cay based on the recent weather and the upcoming weather, it seems like as well. It's not quite as sharp, no rocks or hard objects under your feet, but something to keep in mind is it's a little sharp, a little painful here, right where the wake hits the beach, so something to keep in mind. So Mike was right, just a little bit further down that way, you can get past those rocks, not too sharp over there. Just stepping over that though, there's a lot of really big rocks, and then I'm coming up onto the wake here, onto the beach head, and this is where a lot of those seashells are, so it does get quite painful around here. I'm gonna slip these shoes on as quickly as possible here, hoping they don't get washed away. But maybe aqua socks. Maybe aqua socks would be a good fit for the beach here today. I hadn't noticed this before, but someone just pointed out. You can see this hill of sand right here up against where the cabanas would normally meet the beach. Perhaps this is why they're not using the cabanas. It definitely can't walk down from the cabanas onto the beach here. Absolutely crazy to see that mound right there. Super sort of intense where it hits. It's like a wall. It may as well be a wall of sand. But hopefully that means, you know, inland's been a little bit more protected. I mean, it's prevented things from taking more damage further in. So that's something to be said for that sand being a sort of protective layer there. But still crazy to see sort of that sand wall that's built up over on that side. And as you continue down, it becomes more and more grassy where the trees come in. You can see up here sort of where some of that grass is and some of those trees meet and interact with the sand wall. Thinking about the vibe we were discussing earlier, you know, it's definitely still crowded on Castaway Cay, but it feels far more relaxed kicking back here, spending time on Serenity Bay to me. You know, being able to be here on the adult beach and just kind of relax and and enjoy the sun and the waves, and just listen to the waves and watch the ocean. To me, it really adds to that relaxing vibe. Even though we've only have so much time here, I feel like it really makes it that much more relaxing compared to what we were feeling before. What do you think about that?
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, it's a whole different feel from what we felt while we were eating. I guess maybe the eating kind of felt rushed. Now it's like, all right, we're enjoying. Now we can take the time and enjoy it. Yeah. So glad we can be here and relax and enjoy it all. It really is so nice to sit back and relax. You lose track of time so quickly, and just it's amazing. I love it. Mike and I were just talking about relaxation, Castaway Cay, and how we're able to embrace it even with a short amount of time. And yeah, you know, we're able to really enjoy it to its fullest in such a quick period of time that although it's less relaxation time being here shorter, it's absolutely amazing. It's just as relaxing, just as amazing as any other time, and it's so worth coming to. You know, it's less amazing time and less relaxing time in terms of quantity, but the quality is the same. So really nice to be here, even just for a couple hours. Mike, your thoughts on that?
Love it. Just love every part of it.
Yeah.
Love it.
It really does that. Definitely something to be said for stopping here, whether it's a couple hours or a couple days. That'd be nice. And now we are taking a look here by the seashore. I think a smaller shop in here. There's definitely lots of hats and flip-flops in here, sunglasses. I can see a couple shirts over there on that side, some cool ones. Some magnets and some other toys over here. You can see all kinds of cool stuff, magnets and some toys, some more shirts. These are the shirts I like here. Mickey in Paradise. New arrivals over here for the Castaway Cay 5K. I like it. Some great ones up here. You can see some of these shirts here as well. Castaway 5K hats as well. All kinds of great stuff in here. Some more shirts. And here's the new arrival section. I haven't seen any of those before, but this one is $40. Looks like some pants. Castaway Cay 5K water bottle, as well as some sneakers here. I love those sneakers. Here's this shirt. Running on Island Time, $43 there. I like it. Running on Island Time. I get it now. Running on Island Time. Ha 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 ha. Get it? And then here's Castaway Cay 5K shirt as well. And these other shirts over here as well. Some great ones here. And we might have looked at this already, but in front of by the seashore, we have a bunch of sand appliances, stuff for building sand castles and stuff like that. Here's some more sand toys for sure. You can see the front of the building up here. Really looks good. I like this one for sure. And some more towels right here. Towels to add to your Disney collection. I like this Castaway Cay one. See if we can find any examples here. Here's an Olaf one. Oh, this is new. Haven't seen that before. Castaway Cay, established 1998. Oh my gosh, this is an awesome one. Look at that. Castaway Cay, or Castaway Cay 98 Bahamas. That's really nice one. All kinds of really cool ones out here. I like this one in the middle. Boom. Boom, right there. How about that? Loving it. And a couple more shirts back here. You can see on the back of the store, sort of out front, but off to the side here, a little bit to the right. They've got a couple more cool shirts as well. One of our favorite shops for seeing Olaf and some of his friends, the Summertime Freeze. You can see that Olaf statue over there on the right. Definitely nice vibes here. And you can see Arendelle berries and all kinds of other ingredients out here. Part of that design. Really cool stuff. Definitely can appreciate that attention to detail for sure. I feel like the crowds definitely drop throughout the day. You can see the bus here is far less crowded than the one we got on earlier. It seemed like the crowds were really dropping at Serenity Bay. So there's something to be said for the diminishing crowds later in the day, for sure. This is a really great spot right here. You can hear the kids playing off in the distance, but it's not too loud. The views are absolutely fantastic. Definitely a great place to kick back and enjoy some beautiful views. Mike, what did you think of today's adventure here at Castaway Cay?
Today was amazing, magical, super relaxing, and super nice. I love this island. My favorite stop by far, and can't wait to come back soon.
Yep, that makes two of us. You know, you can't beat this island. You know, for the relaxation, for the vibes. The weather's always beautiful. You know, it rained for a tiny bit, but still, it's amazing. You know, it's just incredible. So glad we've caught at these perfect times, and glad that we get to come here and experience it, and really loving just soaking up the last bit of Castaway Cay today, and looking forward to many more future adventures here on Castaway Cay as well. On our walk back here, you can see some of these sand mounds and some of those leaves that have fallen from some of those trees in that hurricane, I would imagine, or in some of the storms here. But it's nice to be able to continue to look at the sights as we're taking a nice long stroll back and just sort of see it all, experience it all. Mike, are you feeling relaxed here on Castaway Cay?
Absolutely.
One of the most relaxing experiences?
Yes, I would say so.
How would you compare it to other adventures to Castaway Cay from a relaxation perspective?
Relaxation-wise, I would call this one of the most relaxing.
Yeah.
Michelle and I were here. That was super relaxing too.
Yeah.
But relaxing-wise, yeah, this is right up there. Loved it.
What do you think makes it so relaxing?
Not rushing around, and kind of and honestly, all lack of activities.
Yeah.
Kind of chilled today. That was really nice.
I agree. I love Castaway Cay in all forms, and I loved our jet skiing and parasailing. But it really is. I feel like it's even that much more relaxing with no activities, just sitting back, enjoying the sun. I'm right there with you. I feel like this was definitely one of the top most relaxing adventures. So really, there's no wrong way to do Castaway Cay. And a few more trees down here, just to give you some perspective as to some of that foliage that did and didn't make it. It's just a couple of trees here and there, really, or a couple of big bushes here and there, big leaves. But I just like to see what it looks like. And again, it's really nice that generally things look fine. This sort of environment is used to that kind of weather, I imagine. So overall, things look pretty good, and feels pretty good too. One more look as we're walking by. She sells seashells. One more look as we're walking by. She sells seashells here. All kinds of cool stuff. You got balls signed by a bunch of different characters, especially at the bottom. Mini pictures of the characters up here. And Disney Cruise Line backpacks. I definitely like those. Oh, look, there's a limited time bonus item. Here's those backpacks for $20. So that's cool to see here as well. All kinds of good stuff. A bunch of t-shirts over here. Definitely love these relaxing Mickey shirts, like Another Day in Paradise here. Sounds good to me. Sure, sounds good to me. Castaway Cay shirt here. I love the material on that one. It's quite soft as well. That one's $36.95, so $37. A bunch of shirts here as well. Let's see similar pricing on those. Oh, this one's $25. Castaway Cay, Bahamas. And nice back on that one. Look at that. Chillin' in Paradise, laid back. Definitely like that one. And another shirt over here you've got for $24.95, about $25. It's this blue one. Very similar. Nothing's better than doing nothing. Definitely like that one as well. And check out these hats up here as well. Another shirt that's one of our favorites. I definitely like these hats up here. The sort of straw hats up here. And this one is $39.95, so $40 for those hats. Straw hats that say Castaway Cay on them. Definitely very cool. Some more kids' clothes over here as well. Look at that little man's shirt. Castaway Cay, I like it for a little guy. And some more shirts for slightly bigger guys and girls there as well. So that's pretty cool too. Look at these little pieces of Castaway Cay merch as well. You've got cards here, Disney Cruise Line cards, all kinds of magnets. Love this Frozen magnet, as well as some of these other ones, and all kinds of other cool stuff here too. Definitely really, really cool stuff. Also love this sweatshirt here. See this one? It's got the pink Castaway Cay, or the Cruise Line logo on it, $65. But if you look at the back, it's got that Castaway Cay text on it. Absolutely love it. Here's a closer look at some of the toys that they've got for the sand activities here. It's $14.95, so $15 for that one. And they've got some scoopers, some little shapers for sandy stuff. All kinds of cool stuff in there. Over here is also the full-size shovels with the Mickey ears on the top, so definitely something to be said for those. And then buckets over there. You got Nemo bucket, and you've got the Castle bucket that says Walt Disney World on the outside. Those are $7.99 for the Walt Disney World Castle bucket, and these shovels are $4.95. Love it. And that concludes our time at Castaway Cay. Stepping onto the ship, or about to step onto the ship right now. Awesome time here, being able to relax and spend some time on the beach, see some new scenes and scenery, and be able to appreciate those views. Definitely had a fantastic time here, and glad we had the opportunity to spend a few hours here today definitely looking forward to coming back to Castaway in the future. I'm glad we got to get a whole new take on it